Little Jack is a different sort altogether. He has other ideas. He is a regular boy. He isn't out of petticoats yet, but his spirit is ahead of his years, and there's no spirit finer than that. Though he keeps a good hold on his sister's apron with one hand, for fear of falling, he lays his switch about him with the other hand, with all the strength of a sturdy boy. His father's head workman doesn't crack his whip any louder over his horses' heads when he leads them back from the river. Little Jack is not going to spend his time in a soft sleep in dreams. He doesn't care anything about wildflowers. For his make-believes, he thinks of hard work. He makes believe about carts stuck in the muddy roads and horses tugging at their collars as he shouts at them. Catherine and Jack climb above the fields on the slope of the hill to a little knoll where they can see all the fires of the village scattered through the foliage, and toward the horizon the steeples of 6 different parishes. It is a place that makes you realize how great the world is. Catherine thinks she can understand better now the stories that have been told her about the dove and the ark and the people of Israel in the promised land, and of Jesus journeying from one village to another. "Let's sit down here," she says. She seats herself and, spreading her hands, scatters her flowery harvest around her. Her little body has been perfumed with them all, and in a moment the butterflies are circling around her. She picks and arranges the flowers and makes garlands and crowns of them and hangs little bells at her ears for earrings. Little Jack, occupied with his imaginary horses, catches sight of her thus dressed up, and at once is seized with admiration. A pious thought strikes his little soul. He stops, and the whip falls from his hands. He sees that she is beautiful. He would like to be beautiful too, and covered with flowers. He tries to express his wish in his pretty, obscure way, and though he feels that he tries in vain, Catherine understands. Little Catherine is a big sister, and a big sister is a little mother. "Yes, dearie," cries Catherine, "I'll make you a beautiful crown, and you will look like a king." So here she is plaiting together blue and red and yellow flowers into a chaplet. She puts the crown of flowers on little Jack's head, and he turns red with joy. She puts her arm around him and lifts him off the ground and stands him, all covered with flowers, on a great stone nearby. She admires him now because he is beautiful and because it is she that has made him so. Standing upright on his rustic pedestal, little Jack understands that he is beautiful, and the idea gives him a deep respect for himself. He realizes that he is sacred, stiff, immovable, his eyes round, his lips shut tight, his arms hanging, his hands open, and his fingers sticking out like the spokes of a wheel. He tastes a solemn joy. The sky is over his head, the woods and the fields are at his feet. He is in the middle of the world. He is only good, only beautiful.